Flosstube. This is Angel from the Elegant Thread. This is try number 3 to make a video. I'm using the record function on YouTube, so I don't think I'm going to be able to edit this at all. So here it is. I'm a Luddite and I haven't quite figured out how to make the videos. Well, I can make them. Problem is I can't save them anywhere because I have no space on anything, and then I can't edit them or get them to upload. So yeah, true Luddite right here. So I'm going to figure that out. But I have been watching a lot of other people's videos and that's been fantastic. So I'm currently addicted to someone named Jen Lee. So she did this 24-hour stitching thing, which was really cool. She stayed up for 24 hours straight, her and her mom, and stitching. And she started a new project every hour. Okay, that would drive me buggy. I would have to work on something that I just couldn't do that. But I don't know how she was able to concentrate and see straight after. I mean, I don't know. I would like her to say in her next video how many things she's had to pull out because of being tired or whatnot. Yeah. So, you know, at my local needle shop on Wednesdays, we have our stitching group, and I just figured out why it's called frogging, right? Because, you know, when you rip things out, because you rip it. That is hilarious. So I didn't know that. What that I had no. I'm frogging. I thought maybe you leaped over things. I don't know. Just a name, a term, but I didn't realize frogging was ripping out was rip it. God, that's so good. Okay, I've also been watching Jan Hicks. She's really great. I like her voice. And I like her stitch alongs because I love what she's stitching on. And she lives in Hawaii, and I used to live in Hawaii, and that's really awesome. I used to live on the back side of Cocoa Head Crater. So it's great to kind of, you know, see her pictures and hear about it, and you know, seems like it's still the same. So they're really great, and the hikes are really great. Yeah, she's got a lot going on too, as well. And there was also one more person. I forgot to write down are you called a vlogger? The Flosstuber. That's it, Flosstuber. Her name. She's a medical student, and she lives in Baltimore now. So yeah, I forgot to write down her name, but I watched every single one of her videos, start to finish, all of them, and I thought they were really great. For some reason, I was kind of addicted to watching her. Probably because I used to live in Washington, D.C. before I moved to New Orleans. That's where I moved from. So I love that area. Yeah, her stuff's really neat. And she does some of the pulled thread things. And that's kind of cool. All right. Oh, the medical student person whose name I cannot remember. Please, if you could mention it on comment if you know her name so I could go back and subscribe. Because at the time I didn't even, you know, wasn't doing that either. So okay, I'd like to. She showed some things in a show there. I think Woodlawn, I think is what it's called. But I mailed 2 things in this year to them, and someday I'll be able to put a picture on here or something. Not now. I'll show you guys. So it's really, the pieces are really cool. So what am I working on? Let's see. I am currently working on the Ann Wright's 1726 Pin Keep Drum Kit by Samplers Not Forgotten. There you go. I am making good progress on it. So I am about, let's see. I'm about to here on the kit. So that, of course, will wrap around and, you know, it'll go around and become like the drum thing. I have a little bit of issue with this pattern. Oh, I forgot to put my needle minder back on. Here he is, my cute little owl needle minder in his little back. So and the back is also magnetic. So not only is he magnetic, but the back is magnetic. See how cool that is? Cool, cool. Yeah. So when I got the kit, this is how, you know, the floss. Yeah. So, and this is the explanation, right? So normally when it's in a kit and it's like the symbol and then it says number, which doesn't mean anything because none of them are labeled, and name, I normally it says like how many, like 7 strands of this and 2 strands of that. So you kind of know the difference between scuppernong and cypress. I don't know what a scuppernong color is. I have no idea. And juniper and cypress, how different can they be, right? So when I first started, these 2 colors look pretty similar, don't they? Yeah, they certainly do. So I started on my trees, and turns out I had the wrong color. So I haven't ripped out that tree yet. I haven't frogged it yet, because I mean, look at this. Really, Sampler's Not Forgotten. You could have labeled them better, right? But I have enough. It's not like I ran out of floss or anything. Okay, so but I was stitching with the wrong color. Now, you probably can't even tell. I don't know if it looks pretty clear to me, but you probably can't even tell that it's the wrong color. But you see it? I know out there in Flosstube land, you can see it. This guy right here is the wrong color, the tree bark area. It should be this color. So here's how crazy it was. I went to stitching at the beach for just one day with my stitching group, and of course I was chatting along, which is why I don't do stitch alongs, and I was like, oh, I'm going to rip out that area that is the wrong color. So you know what I ended up doing? Ripping out the white part. So it's still there, and now I ripped out all the stuff I did. Okay. So I had to move along from that point. I had to, like, you know, just move on before I poked my eye out. So I'm gonna wait till the very last thing. So I'm gonna be done with this, and then I'm gonna go back and rip that out, or I might not, because I mean, look at it. Can you tell? Can you tell? It's gonna be wrapped around a drum. Maybe that'll be like my one little signature thing. Is that the little urn thing right in the middle is a slightly different color. It actually is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's in juniper rather than cypress. Okay. Alrighty then. Like that makes any amount of sense. So, all right. If anyone's done that kit, let me know. And did you experience the same thing? And have you ever experienced that with anything? I would love to hear like some massive like failure with the color crossing thing. So I do have one piece of haul. It's in my bag that I just made. See, yay! I love these bags. I have a couple, like 3 really old ones. I've had, I swear, for more than 20 years. And I like the style of it. I don't really care for zipper bags. But I went to my local needle shop and asked her what she thought of them. And she said she prefers the ones that are clear on the front so you can see what's inside. I don't. I really, really like these kind of page-sized, long ways envelope-y ones that have the Velcro. I can just get in and they're all padded. So Vonna, the Twisted Stitcher, thank you. I love her too. She had a little video on how to make them. Hers are a different size. I think they're wider. They're more of a kind of they're for bigger projects, I guess. They're much wider. But her method is what I used. Thank you very much, Vonna from the Twisted Stitcher, which, by the way, is the absolute best name ever for a floss tuber. Okay, so here it is, and it's lined. And I also made a little matching accessory bag for it, which is lined. And then I tried a zipper. I made this bag, and it has a zipper, and it's lined too. So, yeah, I have an Etsy shop, and I have all these. They stack up, they pile up, because I like to make them, and I can only have so many, right? So, and I figured I'd post some. I haven't posted this one. I don't even know. I'm using it. I just have them sitting. There's nothing in them, right? But I do have one piece of haul to show you. It is from the drawn thread, because I am drawn to the drawn thread. And I know Jen Lee in her video said that she doesn't like specialty stitches, and she just puts cross stitches in where the specialty stitches go. I'm the opposite. I love specialty stitches. Like, I would do something that's all of it's just specialty stitches. I think it's awesome. So I have I have a booklet on just specialty stitches. So this is a Winter Arbor by the Drawn Thread. So this is in my probably next 2-stitch thing, and I'm going to be doing it. I ordered a piece of linen for it. I'm going to be doing it on Belfast Smoky Pearl 32 count. Look at that. Ooh, and actually the color that you're seeing is pretty true to it. It's Smoky Pearl. It's kind of a bluish gray, very cool. And see, and then the threads, this is a great haul. The threads are, so they're kind of green and brown and off ecru against that. I think that looked pretty good against it. Yeah, kind of wintry. I guess it was probably winter when I looked at it, and it is called Winter Arbor. So that's why it's kind of wintry. Imagine that. Okay, just fell down. So that's my only piece of haul, and that's just sitting in this bag. Not that I'm using it, but in the bag. So I